Oh dear God, I hope I'm not saying that wrong because I will feel so stupid. Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. If this is your first video, hi, my name is Kelsey and I am crazy and I like to make YouTube videos. I have two things I want to talk with you about today. First one is, did I ovulate? Because if you've been following me, you know that I am not on Clomid this month and I'm not having an IUI and I'm not having a trigger shot. So, I don't know. Going by my temperature, I haven't ovulated. I'll show you my chart. I did end up selling my fertility monitor, so thank you, Dana. She's the one that bought my fertility monitor, and I'm so happy because hopefully that will help her get pregnant. But I really just want to try and do this naturally if my body will cooperate. So I have not peed on any sticks this month, and it's the first month, probably a year and a half, that I have not peed on a stick during the month to see if I've ovulated. So here's my chart. Alright, so I am on cycle day 21. This would be the latest I have ever ovulated. And I don't even know if I'm going to ovulate. I did have a dip yesterday, and then it's gone up a little bit today, so if it goes up higher tomorrow and it stays up, then maybe I'll ovulate. But yeah, so honestly I have no idea. I have had quite a bit of egg white cervical mucus. Sorry, choking on nothing. I have had quite a bit of egg white cervical mucus, but I am taking so many vitamins and supplements this month that I really do think that has had a play onto it. So, I don't know. I did feel, because I don't chart exactly how I'm supposed to. Like, honestly, I just do my temperature, and sometimes I will, oh, what am I doing? Focusing there. I always do my temperature, and sometimes I do my cervical mucus, but honestly, I just click on the days that it's egg white cervical mucus because the other days really don't matter. But I did check my cervical position the other day, and it did feel open on this day, but again, reading things, you learn that, I mean, your cervix can feel lower or higher or whatever just by how full your bowels are. So cervical position isn't an indicator in itself, it's just one of those things that you add in conjunction with everything else to see how you're doing. So, I don't know if I've ovulated. I don't know if I will ovulate. I really hope I do. If I don't get crosshairs on my app, which would be the first time in like 5 months, I haven't had crosshairs, then if I don't get crosshairs, meaning I don't ovulate, or I at least don't have a luteal phase. Sorry, my brain hurts. It was a long day at work. So, if I don't have a clear luteal phase, which is supposed to be 14 days, so it doesn't matter what day you ovulate, you're just supposed to start 14 days later because that's how long your luteal phase is. If I don't, and I make it to 40 days without bleeding or having any indication of ovulation, then I'm going to call the doctor and get some Provera, because I'm not going to be waiting months and months and months to start another period just because I got off Clomid. Like, I'm not doing that. The second thing that I want to talk to you about is some information on how to chart and how to take your basal body temperature and use that to track your fertility. So, aside from this month, which is a horrible example because it sucks. It sucks. The last couple... My light went out. The last couple months, I have had really awesome charts. And, you know, even the ones that I got pregnant, they looked really, really good. So I'm going to talk about that and then show you those charts again so you can see exactly what I'm talking about, so you can get a better understanding of it, so maybe you can use the basal body temperature charting to help you at least know when you're close to ovulating. Side note, my beautiful necklace from Nettie. I've worn it every day since I got it. Oh, double chin. Yeah, I've worn it every day since I got it, Nettie. I love it. It's so special. Okay, so seriously, all that you need to chart your temperature is a thermometer. I have a basal body thermometer. This is specifically for fertility charting. I got it at CVS. It was like $14, I think. I don't remember. It's been a minute. I'll find it online and then link it in the description. And the reason that you get this one is because, unlike a normal thermometer, So the difference between this and a normal thermometer, let's do this real quick. Alright. So, this has 2 places. So it says currently my temperature is 98.56, and then this one, I mean, it's not going to be the same because it's on the outside rather than on the inside, but it only has 1 decimal place. So 98.1 is what this says that my temperature is, which, anyways, ways that you can take your basal body temperature. You can do it orally, but if you sleep with your mouth open, or if you snore really bad, or if you wake up and start talking. Babe. Babe.
I'm done.
Babe.
I'm busy.
You're busy. Dizzy? Hold on to the rails. Come here.
No,
Come here. Babe. Just smile.
I don't do that.
Babe.
That's for sissy pie.
You're a sissy pie. Come here.
Love you.
Babe. I love you too. Are you going outside?
I already finished everything outside.
Well, alrighty then.
I'm saving the galaxy.
Oh, he's playing Mass Effect, so he said he's saving the galaxy. The reason that you would want this over this one is because you could be charting your temperature, and your temperature the day before you ovulate could be 97.70, and then the next day after you ovulated it could be 97.80. So if you looked at that on this, it'd be 97.7 to 97.8. But this, because it reads in hundredths instead of tenths, it would be going from like 1 to 10 instead of 1 to 2. So that's just better because your temperature changes so minutely, but when you plot those things, it changes the way that your chart looks. So like with things on here, you know, anyways, you can get a better degree of accuracy if you have something with the 100th place instead of just the 10th place. So, to chart your basal body temperature, you have to do it as soon as you wake up. But if you do it orally, you have to do it before you talk. So like literally, you open your eyes, roll over, grab your thermometer, and put it in your mouth. But I'm a mouth breather when I sleep, so I can't do it in my mouth. So you have 2 other options. You can either do it rectally, which, I'm not a baby. I'm not sticking anything up my butt. No thanks. Or you can do it vaginally, which is, sorry, TMI, that's what I do. Because I don't breathe through my vagina. I don't talk through my vagina. So it's okay because I know as soon as I wake up and I roll over, I'm not going to have messed up my temperature for the day by talking. And you're supposed to do it within 30 minutes of each time. You're supposed to pick a time of day to do it. It's supposed to be at least 5 hours of sleep, and it has to be within 30 minutes of that time each day. So usually Lawrence gets out of bed at like 6 or 6:15, so I'll wake up about that time. So I'll go ahead and roll over and grab my thermometer and take my temperature, no matter how uncomfortable it is. Like seriously, you see it super freaked out about it, but I was like, dude, seriously, just let it happen. I'm gonna take my temperature and it's gonna be taken down there so I can have an accurate reading. He's like, okay. So now he just like, as soon as he wakes up and he sees me roll over, he just like doesn't look because he doesn't want to know. But that's the best way to do it. And like he wakes up at 6, but sometimes I'll wake up beforehand, but I don't get up. Oh good God, I don't get up like before 6:30, which is bad, but I don't. But sometimes if I'll wake up earlier, then I'll go ahead and take my temperature. But it's like, I usually take my temperature at 6, so it's okay for me to take it between 5:30 and 6:30 because you have 30 minutes on either side of the window. There are other apps that you can use to chart your basal body temperature, but the only app that I use is Fertility Friend because it gives you crosshairs, which shows you when you ovulated. So that's really, really, really freaking awesome, especially if you're not testing like peeing on sticks. So I'm just going to show you, let's see. All right. Here is my November chart. So you can see the crosshairs. That is saying that I ovulated on day 15. And I usually ovulated within a day or 2 after I had a peak on my fertility monitor. Cooperate. So right here I have my high, and then peak, and then the next day that it says I ovulated. So that's nice. And then let's see the next month. next month. Load is loading. Alright. This is, what? The one that I just showed you is the one that I had my first miscarriage on. It says November 23rd, and it has the date up here, which is the day that you started your cycle. So I found out I was pregnant. But you can see I was down below the cover line, and then after I ovulated, I was up, and I stayed up because I was pregnant. And then the next cycle is the one that I started, which was the day of my miscarriage, December 24th. And you know, my temperatures usually did go up a little bit above the cover line before I ovulated, but then I had a significant dip, and then I rose and stayed up until I started. I usually drop 2 days before I start bleeding, and I had a peak the day before I ovulated. Again, no, is that 1 day or 2 days? I can't see. I'm sorry. I am doing this like, I had a peak 2 days before I ovulated. And then the January 25th cycle, that was the cycle after my miscarriage. And I kind of lied. I don't know if I told you guys this, but I had an extra 50 of Clomid in my cabinet, so I took that extra 50 of Clomid that cycle after my miscarriage. And you can see again, I was down, and then I ovulated, and I was up, and I was pregnant, and then I dropped again. So it's like, oh, come on, man. But with the cycles that you just saw, you can see how I haven't been down here and then gone up. So, I mean, I don't know. I've done so much Googling, seeing if I can actually ovulate without having the biphasic pattern, which is the, you know, before ovulation here and after ovulation here. And I don't know. I've seen some things that are like, you know, some people don't do it, or some people don't have the biphasic chart, or, you know, you could be sleeping erratically, so it could mess up your temperatures. So that could very well be it, because I really haven't slept good recently. So that could be it, because you have to have 5 hours of sleep before your body resets itself for the next day. So that might be it, but I don't know. I really don't know. But honestly, I think charting your temperature is the best thing for you to do, so you can get to know your cycles. Like, which, I mean, that's why I know the cycle is so weird, because I've had so many good charts, but they were all while I was on Clomid. So I'm not on Clomid right now, which is why I'm like, okay, body, seriously, you need to get yours together. For real. You need to get it together. Yeah. So, I just figured I would talk a little about that. I'm sorry if I sounded like a rambling idiot. I seriously did have a really long day today, and I just wanted to share some info with you. By the way, I have over 700 subscribers. Like, oh, how did that happen? Which is awesome. So, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I put out new videos whenever I have anything interesting to say or to show. If I do end up getting crosshairs, I will let you know. But as of right now, I'm just kind of sucking it up and dealing until it's time for another cycle, because I have no idea what's going on with my body. It's probably just like, ew, what are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah, so, make sure you go to my question and answer video and leave some questions below there, because I want to have enough questions to actually make it a video worthwhile, so you guys can get to know me better and I can answer anything that you have to ask me, whether it be about anything. I don't really care. So, yeah, just figured I'd put that one. Make sure you check out my friends that I have linked down below and follow all 3 of their channels. I've got Katy, and I have Nettie, and I have Shyann, who is Infertility to Baby. And follow them and show them some love and support and let them know that I sent you there. And, you know, follow their story like you're following mine, because we need all the support that we can get. So, have a great day. See you soon.